Welcome back to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Tetris Attack Speedrun Tournament 2024. I am once again Cards of the Heart, joined by Kanayo and the Beefin 314, and we have seen quite a bit of hot losers bracket action involving two of the people in this call. But now our last match of the day is going to involve a former finalist and a former giant killer in our 8 versus 10 matchup, Foxyman versus 6. Foxyman actually knocking our defending champion Yoshi into the losers bracket of the 2022 tournament on his way to a second place finish in that one. And 6, I believe it was in 2021, actually had a massive upset over our defending PPL champion FFR Pro 21 in a best of 7 V-Hard round. So these two have some incredible chops to their play in Tetris Attack. Beefin, we'll start with you. What do you expect to see out of this match?
Got a little bit of 6 grinding hard mode. I think they played 30 runs of hard, and kind of getting around that 7.5 minute range. So they're definitely prepped and ready for this match. I know this was pre-recorded, but I know that 6 really put in some grinding hours. Foxyman, obviously, resume speaks for itself. PvP player as well. So I'm very interested to see how this is going to shape up. I hope that 6's practice did him well, and we'll see what happened.
Yeah, I'm honestly just excited because they both have such an incredible resume. 6's consistency is on point, but Foxy does have that PvP action. I think 6 is really well prepared for this, and I'm hoping it pays off for him. But seeing these two giants, at this point, one of them potentially going now, it feels too early, honestly.
Yeah.
But that's just how the tournament crumbles, right? And we got them now, and I'm just excited to see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're all thrilled to see how this is going to turn out. So let's not make everyone wait any longer. Let's go ahead and get to this 8-10 matchup. Losers round 3, Foxyman 6. And it's coming at you right now.
Ooh, 11 seconds.
No, that's a good stage. That's world record pace.
Preview of coming attraction.
A sign of
this is what we're seeing already.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Look at 6. 6 has got that focus face going on, that murder face. Yeah, 6,
Yep.
Look, 6 really wants to win this. Foxy looks like he's just happy to be here. But 6 has got the game face going. Yeah.
Yeah, I think 6 is ready to make an upset this run.
Yeah.
That's
I've
always
forgotten that 6 won against FFR in a tournament. That's wild.
Yeah, that is one of those moments that you almost had to be there. You almost had to be there. You had to explain to new people where were you when 6 upset FFR Pro. It was one of those kinds of moments. It's gonna be a bit of an uphill climb for 6 in this matchup, though, because this match is going to be played entirely on the hard difficulty, and quite frankly, it is Foxyman with the higher ceiling on this run than 6. Foxy having a 648 personal best to 6's 704, but there's enough margin of troll in between them to make this somewhat interesting. maybe throw a little. Maybe now I'll have time to throw a quick prediction in the live Twitch chat about who is going to win this match. We'll see if anyone feels like wagering some channel points on who is going to win. But hard mode is largely a skill check for our players. The people who execute the best tend to get the fastest times, as it is shown on our hard mode leaderboard with the likes of myself, Beefin, FFR Pro, and foxyman having top 5 times. In fact, now that I look at it, I didn't realize this FFR and I are separated by less than 2 seconds on hard mode, and Beefin's snuck right in between there. Quite interesting.
Snuck in right between me.
So here we go with game 1 underway. Oh, foxyman thought he had a chain set up.
So did Six.
And then responds with an 8 combo in the middle of a chain. Yeah, I think these two are improving pretty well. With 15 and 16 times, they're getting off on the right feet for sure.
Yeah, they almost like mirrored each other.
Start, 6 having a correct send, and yeah, let's go.
So for most of the players in our field, they're going to be looking to make 4 chains or 5 chains with at least 3 rows of combo garbage. Foxyman seems to be he made his chains too quickly, and some of his combo garbage got glued together as a result. And that is a row 2 bumpty that got a garbage clear.
Brutal. You hate to see it.
A chain off the garbage? That is not allowed. Absolutely not allowed. Meanwhile...
Foxy, you should be upset at that one.
Meanwhile, 6 is getting some decent attacks off. Needs a second wave of garbage to top off Poochie, but that will be enough for 19 seconds for the moment. Oh, get Foxy taking a little time to make this 8 combo, but not having much of a follow-up, not much need for a follow-up to rattle off a 13-second stage like that. These two, there are some contrasting styles between these two. 6 does not have a self-proclaimed fast cursor speed, so he's trying to make big chains and make some very deliberate movements to get to the attacks that he wants. Foxyman just has the speed to go all over the place to find whatever he's looking for, and that's gonna lead to some very interesting contrasts as we move forward in this 12-stage run. Okay, Wiggler, you can stop now.
Jeez, Wiggler.
Man, these dueling Wigglers are just not it. 6
I
is
think
getting
anybody has played hard mode today a good time. It's just troublesome for cards, Skell, now Foxy and 6. Jeez.
Jeez, what is Wiggler on, and where can I get some?
Yeah, ship some my way, for real.
Goodness gracious. Oh, down to line 3 is Foxy's Froggy, and 6's Froggy's also on a similar trajectory.
Yeah, right there, line 3.
I know we've been saying that on average 6 lines of garbage is going to be enough to fell most of these foes, but RNG does have a way of determining how many lines are going to be good for a particular stage. And look at this start from Foxyman's
beautiful
Blarg.
That was nice.
Like that was certainly enough for the kill if Tetris Attacker, aka Blarg, did not have an immediate answer for
No.
all of that. So
Okay.
that's
Almost
barely
got
gonna get
blarged
through.
there.
Almost got
That's barely gonna-
second clear.
6 having to go to an 8 chain on this Blarg, and that was probably a good decision with how low Blarg was and how many combos 6 was making. Man, this game certainly does make you go very far to make these opponents defeatable.
With
Alright.
just these rounds, I don't blame 6 at all for going into times 7 on any of these stages. They've been mean.
Yeah, if the combos aren't there, send bigger chains. You gotta do whatever you can to top off these opponents. And Foxyman getting a very nice send on Lungefish to get a 13-second stage.
Oh.
And this effortless 5 chains from Foxyman so far. Not quite working on the timing on this Raphael, but the timing is just so hard to work with anyway. It's still going to be about a 520 cave entry for our 8 seed anyway. So he's looking fairly good, and 6 will be right there as soon as Raphael stops clearing garbage. But this is about what we would expect from these two players heading into the cave. Oh, a double swap to prevent a chain, but Foxyman was so quick to respond with another chain, and that's going to be a 15 on the hook bill.
Very good setup there.
What improvisation from Foxyman. That's just a sign of the PvP experience more than anything else.
Hook bill, come on, man. Ooh.
Oh no, line 3. Some of these sends, depending on the stage layouts, are so difficult to gauge. I posited a general rule earlier that every 10 seconds extra it takes you to send an attack, you should add another line to what you need to send. But every stage has a different number that you need to send. So doing that mental calculus in the heat of battle is quite the challenge that I don't know how many people have actually managed to conquer. I certainly haven't quite gotten that fully yet. And I'm trying to write the book on this stuff.
Yeah, it's certainly really difficult, like, managing your stack, managing what's going on in your opponent's board. It's really difficult, even for the top players. It's something that constantly try to work on, and hopefully one day we'll master it. But
oh wow, Kamek!
what?
How is Kamek able to do that? I wonder, man.
Just even that.
Yeah, that was an interesting airwalk with like a double swap or something like that. It was weird.
Definitely some weird stuff going on here, and 6 once again trying to get things going. Ooh, the little drop chain extension, getting a lag chain 6 combo with a 13-second Kamek. You should be rewarded for that. But it is Foxyman that is first into Bowser. This Bowser looking very low. And lots of screen shake, but out of position. And Foxyman will be finishing Game 1 with an official time of 8 minutes flat. And that will be enough for star number 1.
Yeah, the big difference there, especially on that Bowser stage, like Foxy doing a 3-5, 4-5, 5-5. That's a lot of combos, especially 5s that stack really well. And yeah, that was a quick Bowser kill. Yeah, GG's to Foxy on Game 1 there.
Quick Bowser kill from 6 as well, finishing that run with an 8:23. My goodness, if that's gonna be what we see from our two players, this could be a slobber knocker. this could get incredibly close.
Oh yeah.
So Beefin, what were you able to see from that first race? What caught your attention about how these two are playing right now?
So to me, 6 was, sending um, more accurate sends, but not having the cursor speed to like quickly follow up with combos. Something that the biggest thing that caught my eye was Foxy's ability to multitask, like starting a chain and then going off some other part of the board and doing like a combo here, and then going back to the chain. You can like it really shores up if you're not able to send a lag chain. That's kind of like a pseudo lag chain, I would call it. Foxy's ability to be able to do that was, to me, the key difference in him sending way more garbage consistently, and that showed in that win right there.
Kanayo, are you seeing the bit of a skill difference that I'm seeing between these two at the moment?
Yeah, I have been. I do think that six, his consistency has been good. It's just on his end, a lot of his opponents have just been really low, and I don't think that six is really prepared for that. But Foxy's been able to make those small adaptations to be able to send those extra lines at the end of it. And there was a couple stages where it didn't quite work and it wasn't quite enough, but on the most part, it's exactly what he needed.
Something to keep in mind as we get game 2 underway. 6 really okay. Lag 5 chain, that definitely came together as it needed to. Rewarded with a 12. That is the kind of start you need to see. Foxyman getting a 14 of his own and feeling okay about his play. By the way, it should be noted, Foxyman is quite the scoreboard watcher in our community. Probably the most active at like actually looking at their opponent during play. I don't know, Kanayo. Do you care to watch how your opponent's doing during the race?
I cannot. Like, if I'm watching somebody else play, it's going to throw me off so hard. Especially if I know they're taking away the win at the time. Like, if they're a stage ahead of me or 2 stages ahead, I'm like, I can't really make up this time. I'll try my best, but there's only so much I can do. But I know that both of these players, they both screen watch very actively. I know Six will make sure that he's within a stage or two of a person. I know that he'll make sure that the other person's like right on his tail. And I know Foxy does that as well. So they're both kind of sizing each other up at all times.
All right, Foxyman maintaining a very slight lead at the moment, still very early on, but Foxyman definitely piling on the combos on all these stages. That particular follow-up attack was not sufficient. Oop, 6 missed an insert to continue that chain, and 6 is kind of in a dire way on this Wiggler stage. Still needs 2 more lines, and it's going to take a while for all of it to come down. And with that chain, that's going to need another line, and that will be fine. So it seems like these two are relying on a few extra inserts, like making a swap into an empty space underneath a falling panel to extend their chains. How did start with Beefin? How do you two feel about using like inserts, especially at this level 6 speed, to extend chains?
I mean, I usually go for really dangerous stuff, so my game is like really risky, and I understand that. I mean, like in these kinds of situations, like they're not really going for it, like it feels like they feel like they have to go for it. And I think that kind of trips them up a little bit more. As I've said before, like, there's always that danger of cool things that happens, and you don't want to be on the wrong end of it, because if you're on the wrong end of it, it can snowball very quickly.
Yeah, there's a balance to be had there between like making a setup that doesn't require a lot of extra inputs versus making like the most efficient play. This is a speed run after all, so we're trying to speed through as much as we can, and again it's a balance between the time to set up reliable chains and the time to actually get them started, and that's something that I think has thrown off more than a few of our players in this tournament. And right now it's Foxyman with a full stage lead on our 10 seed with the improv to make attack after attack. Just been quite the sight to behold.
Yeah, on Six's end there too, he didn't have enough going right into the initial attack. He didn't have enough for his follow-up. I feel like he's feeling the pressure a little bit here. Maybe psyching himself out looking at Foxy's screen.
I wonder. Foxyman entering the Cave of Wickedness at about 5:07. Probably not the pace Foxy is particularly pleased with. Most of our players... Oh, okay, that is a lot of red and purple. That is making a set of attacks that, you know what, 5 lines, 11 seconds. All right, there we go. that was
done.
Oh, the like trying to resolve that into any other sort of chain setup, the color conflicts you run into to try and do anything more than that is quite crazy. Like, honestly, resolving color conflicts might be one of the more reliable speedrun skills that you could develop.
Oh, Foxy going real deep here.
Here's some 8 combos, some 5 combos. Glued together a little bit. Alright, 6 gets a bounce back 13-second hook bill. Right when Foxyman gets a 23-second Piranha Plant. It's a full stage lead for the 8 seed. But these last 2 opponents know how to chain, and once they start chaining, they might not be able to stop. Oh, Foxyman just throwing down chain after combo after combo. And the chain actually needed to make the chain a little bit bigger to delay the garbage send. And even here, the follow-up's not ready to come down.
With that, Six is making up some time.
Oh, wow, K-Mac.
Foxyman's having a little bit of problem of making chains too fast. Like, he makes a combo to throw into the opponent's garbage queue and then makes another combo right away, and it doesn't leave their garbage queue right away. So that garbage can get glued together and delay when some of these attacks come down. I think Foxyman really lost some time on that stage because of it, but he's still kicking it on to Bowser, and if you send the right attack, Hard Bowser is not particularly the troll that he can be on V-Hard.
Cursor's out of place, and yeah,
there it is.
There we go.
19 seconds on that Bowser. Foxyman officially finishes Game 2 with a time of 7:55. We speak of consistency. Foxyman is showing some consistency in getting star number 2. Let's see how 6 will close out this. Bowser does get the slide to extend the chain. Like talk about using inserts to extend the chain. The slides require much more restrictive timing to get right, and relying on those doesn't feel particularly great, especially when you fail them. But it's enough here, and 6 gets an 855 on this game too.
I was gonna say, like, how much stop time did Bowser have on that? Like, that was a lot of stop time on there.
Yeah, that's certainly a thing. I mean, this is hard mode. This is level 6. I mean, once you reach the top of the stack, top of the screen, you have like 40 frames to make a match before the game ends you. And like even the basic chains don't add that much time at this speed. So with that those kinds of survival odds against the players and foes alike, it really just this level especially just comes down to making a combination of combos and chains to top off your opponent quickly. And right now it is foxyman really wailing on the combos to top off these opponents. Really just a sign of the community as a whole. Over the history of this speedrun, the times have gotten lower and lower with the advent of people able to make more combos within their chains. Like generally, the more combos you make in a chain, the lower the time gets.
Especially if you're throwing in 8s and 9s, when you get 2 combos in with your chain, like for each match, that's going to send you over the edge. That's why players like Yoshi are so proficient and incredible with the times that they have, is because they can get these really large combos in with their chains.
So now it is a must-win game for 6, and throwing down a 6 chain with a 5 combo at the end of it sent like, was that 8 lines? That was like 8 lines to Lakitu. Could be considered overkill, but as 6 would always say, there is no such thing as noverkill. So don't be too afraid in a race situation to go too big. And 6 really showing how that can work out in your favor. Foxyman sent an early attack, gets a garbage clear. 6 sent a little later attack, gets a garbage clear of his own, and that was close. That was close. Foxyman almost had a little bit of extra time wasted, but it is so far Foxyman getting the slightly faster stages, just ever so slightly faster. Still very early on. Okay. Foxyman getting a 5 chain. Oh, gets the garbage clear again. 6 going to a 6 chain for this clear. Man.
Weird.
Dueling garbage clears. And the timing of the garbage sends is one of the most difficult parts of this run to manage. And that requires a copious amount of screen watching to remind yourself like where the opponent is going to end up in their progression of matching top to bottom, left to right. Also there's an internal panel index for identifying the individual panels, and the red one is first, and these foes follow the panel order, tend to go out of their way to match red before anything else.
Yeah, Wiggler getting the garbage clear with a ×3 chain off of it. Yeah, that's going to put 6 behind.
Okay. Okay, the initial attack, nice and fast from foxyman, but even more importantly was the 8 combo he took the time to set up at the end of that to make sure that Froggy stayed topped off. You want to always be moving. You want to always be making new attacks, but you also have to give a little bit of breathing room between all of your attacks to make sure that the garbage will actually drop.
Wow.
Yeah, we're getting close to a full stage lead. The lead is about 15 seconds, I would say, in Foxyman's favor. Doesn't really mean a whole lot until we get to Kamek, really, when these foes are able to start chaining. 6 has definitely been committed to making bigger chains to make sure he tops off these stacks, but the combos have not been there to keep up with Foxyman's ever-present assault. 24 on that lungefish, though, makes a little ever-present head nod that basically anyone in competitive circles will give when something does not go their way. Oh, 6 gets the garbage clear. The timing's so hard to manage. Just could not quite get the right timing on it. Foxyman does not have a follow-up chain here. Has been making only combos. Man, that was close. As someone who's done dedicated speedruns of these levels with combos only, I can very well advise you that making only combos is not the optimal way to play through these stages. I can almost guarantee that.
Yeah, as somebody who's done easy combos only, yeah, dittos. Exactly yeah, it's exactly right.
Okay, Foxyman is in the cave stage first and get a 13 hook bill. Oh, that's gonna drive the nail in 6's coffin a little bit deeper. 6 is going to need Foxyman to run into a problem in these last 3 stages to stay alive in this tournament.
Got some good panels on 6's end, though, so hopefully we can...
Okay.
There we go, 13 to match.
Alrighty. And need more of those. 15
on the plant.
15's still pretty good. I mean, once you send the right attacks to these opponents, they are kind of hard pressed to survive for an extended time after that.
Yeah, especially since Plant was at the bottom of that stack there, had to basically climb all the way back up, so didn't have enough time to clear anything on Foxy's side.
14 from 6, so still making up a little bit of time.
Oh, and a 14 Kamek! Oh no!
Wow.
Oh my goodness, a full stage lead for our 8 seed as he proceeds into the final stage and possibly his best hard time of the tournament. Oh my goodness. This was going to be an uphill battle for 6 from the start, but Foxyman's improvs really showing why he is one of the best our community has to offer. 5 chain. Not too many combos on that attack, but Bowser's still out of position, and that will do it. Foxyman clocks in an official time of 7 minutes 9 seconds.
Wow.
That was a really good send from Foxy there, just locking it up there. Yeah, very, very well done there. Sub
6 isn't
710,
quite
yeah,
enough.
very strong, very strong.
Okay, Bowser, can you just like let 6 go off in peace? Hello? Okay. All right.
There
Now
we
Bowser's out of
go.
position.
All
There it
right.
is. 7:54
Lucky.
for 6's final time. So
And it's
there was a chance.
Yeah, that final time on that round would have beat Foxy's other 2 times. So Foxy just played the better round. Yeah.
So with that in mind, let's go ahead and grant our 8 seed star number 3 and the win.
Wow.
Wow.
Foxy really
Well.
turning on the afterburner on game 3, huh? That was a lot.
Insane indeed. Let's make this result official then. Actually, as soon as I look at one other thing, let's go to the results. 3-0. Foxyman over 6 will be moving on to the next round. And we'll be awaiting the winner of a couple of matchups that we are expecting to see tomorrow. Job well done from Foxyman. Job well done from 6 throughout the proceedings. Definitely showed why 6 is here to stay in the tournaments. So, with an extra look at our bracket, there are again 2 matchups for Foxyman to wait on in the next round. We've got Tetris Attacker versus Zeplander to close out round 2, and then BB Forky will await the winner of that matchup in round 3. So now we're getting to some very epic clashes. Beefin, what's exciting you the most about the upcoming matches here?
I'm interested to see how far the Tetris Attacker Zeplander match is going to go. And what I mean by that is whoever the winner is basically has to play Forky the same day. And I'm interested to see who's going to not only come out of the initial match, but if they can continue and make top 8 and have to fight Foxy, ooh, that's no small task.
Yeah, it's gonna be there are really no more easy matchups in this entire bracket, and Kanayo, you're gonna be part of tomorrow's action too against Tayman. How much prep are you gonna do for that?
I'm not sure how much I should do for that. Because like I'm not gonna go in expecting to lose, but I know how powerful Tayman can be. We actually joked around about having our match in person because we both see right now. So we were like, hey, maybe we can just have our streams at the same location. But I want to be able to give him a run for his money at the very least. So I'm going to definitely make some prep for that. Going to play some hard mode to get myself locked in on that speed, and I'm hoping to be able to at least put pressure on him. Maybe take a round, and if I take a win, then I will be happy.
For sure. Certainly understand the sentiment. It's certainly something we will be looking forward to. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for our tournament coverage today. I'll start with you, Kanayo. Any final thoughts from what we saw today?
Um, Final thoughts. I think that pretty much everybody put up a good fight today. Yuki put up a good fight. Skell was. I know he wasn't where he wanted to be, but I think that he still did really well, especially against a player as you. And then the 6 versus Foxy, I think it could have really went either way, depending on how their mindset was and how the RNG played out, and it just favored Foxy a lot more today.
What about you, Beevan?
I am very proud of everybody that played today. I'm especially proud of even the people that got knocked out today, especially my boy Skell. He did a really good job today. Went up against cards, basically a brick wall. That cards is always tough. Trust me, I would know. But yeah, just great showing from all players today. What are you doing here, K-Mac? Terrible. But yeah, looking forward to who makes it out tomorrow, who will solidify our top 8, and yeah, don't miss it. Don't miss it.
Indeed. Commiserations go out to the fallen in this day of action, that being Yukisaka and Skell and 6. Job well done from all of you, and the proverbial bloodshed will continue as we eliminate 3 more from tomorrow's action. So you will not want to miss it, and make sure, if you can spare any change, that you support our prize pool, because depending on how big the prize pool gets, the people here will be fighting for even more than just usual bragging rights. So there are still plenty of stakes left to be had in these remaining matches, and I hope you tune in to see all of them. But for Beefin and Kanayo and everyone else at the League of Puzzle Speedrunners, this has been Cards of the Heart, and until next time, everyone, happy puzzling.
Hocus pocus.